Hello, we are back. Game number 2 of the Galorants Community League Learning Division powered by Elgato. Doki Doki Esports Club took game 1 against the Iron Maidens. We are now seeing game number 2 on Icebox. I am Sajideen, joined by Chaos. What up?
What up, Sajideen? We had an interesting round before Iron Maidens were able to catch up. And this is their map pick. So I'm curious to see how they play this. We have noticed that on defense, they're a very aggressive defense team, which is very entertaining to watch. And it looks like the Asian picks are getting selected. Looks like IDC Cat maybe going back on that Sky. Still got the Sova on the Iron Maiden side.
Yeah, Rashi as well, locking in her Jet, and a similar lineup we're seeing for Doki Doki Esports Club as well. Amba Parappa on the Reyna.
Select your agent.
Ubi K on her Sage. Smelly on the Jet. Aralia on that Killjoy. And Ana. She's
And
gonna be
maybe
locking
a
in that Omen.
last minute pick on the Sova and Omen. There we go.
Yep.
Now we're in. Yes, it looks like confirmed. The same lineup as before, I believe. And now Iron Maiden's on the defending side for Icebox. So let's see if they can push that advantage early on and prevent some plants and pushes from Doki Doki here. And this being a rather larger map, the rotations will be harder. So on the defending side, it'll be interesting how they do split up their agents across each site.
Yeah, and with Iron Maidens on the defense, if they can replicate how they performed last map, they definitely claimed more rounds to their name being on the defending side versus on the attacking. I think they're going to want to try and get as much rounds locked in for themselves here as possible.
Yeah, and IDC Cap pushing up pretty aggressively on B long. Just connect on her flash. She knows that they're pushing up there. Does go down as the attacking team is hard pushing onto B as a group.
Yep. Rashi already anchoring the site. The rest of her team rotating over here. That spike though will go down. Rashi takes a peek. Has to fall back a little bit. Rest of her team already taken a lot of damage, but Rashi finally connects, takes out Amba Parappa. It's a 4v3. Kate Kane is here with her shock darts, hoping to do some chip damage. She will ping Aralia, but Ubi K grabs herself one before being traded out. Kate Kane claims another for herself. It's a 2v2, but that spike ticking away. She wants more. Aralia not letting her happen. Reshi, triple kill for her, gets found low health, and Ana will claim first round for Doki Doki.
Yeah, and you know, because it's such a large map, that hard push onto B, the rotations will be a little bit slower. Unfortunately, IDC Cat does go down without any trades, and it worked for Doki Doki. And it looks like they may be switching it up this time around. On the Iron Maiden side, they will be saving with maybe one ghost there, whereas Doki Doki does have SMGs.
Yeah, and Doki Doki, they're gonna switch things up, try to see poke and prod the fences over on A site, but that's a lot of Killjoy utility as well as the Sova information train they're gonna have to run into here. Already Smelly aggressively pushing her way through those ropes. Rest of her team making their way onto site, but it's Kate Kane with that opening kill, grabs one. And that spike already dropped on site, but Doki Doki don't matter for them. Smelly triple kill for her. Spike is now going down, and it's all up to Rashi. She has 9 HP. What can she do?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the econ, the SNGs win over the classics, so not surprising. You know, hopefully they'll have a better round next when they can full buy. But I do want to point out what I saw from the prior matches is Smelly is doing her job as a Jet player, creating that space for her team, and is able to get 3 kills this time around. And I'm really liking how she plays, and just punishing the defending team with their rotations. So we'll see with now the Iron Maidens with the full buy if they're able to bring a point back to their team.
Alarm bot out.
Yeah, and Doki Doki looks like they're going to, again, with their SMGs and rifles in hand, make their way through. But that smoke, hoping to slow them down just a little bit from the Iron Maidens. Utility already popped. Lucky is forced to sit in the back, and Killer Fembot, though, grabs herself one before being traded out. They're going to try to force a rotation, but Amba Parappa, still sitting up in nest, grabs herself one. Again, Iron Maidens, they kind of have to, like, fall back a little bit and get that spike down. Amba Parappa letting Lucky Apple walk around over there, finally takes her out, and IDC Cat on her lonesome in a 1v3.
Yeah, IDC Cat and I believe it may have been Rushy who were flanking, and I thought that was a really good idea. Unfortunately, the timing of that rotation was a little bit too slow, so they weren't able to pincer Doki Doki at the right time, getting picked off one by one. And you know, at this point,
ID Cat though, she has a triple. Spike ticking away. She's gonna use that Seekers to try and find where Amba is. She'll find her. But that Spike, she won't have any time. Unfortunately, she's gonna have to fall back. They both die to it. It's all good.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't know if the Seekers needed to be used at that point. Maybe she thought she had more time. But, you know, maybe she was going for the kills at that point, too. But, you know, I like seeing the Iron Maidens going for these flanking positions. I think the members that are actually on site do need to be aware of how far their flankers are so they can approach from different sides at the same time. So I'll be looking more of that for here if that does happen again.
Yep, and looks like Doki Doki on the back of the flashbirds that IDC Cat is throwing out. She is very much aware, but Ubi K finds Reshi on the flank. That's a big kill for Doki Doki as they try and make an attempt onto B site, but Killer Femba is here trying to slow things down with her Molly. Will spray through, doesn't connect, will be taken out instead by Smelly. And again, Iron Maidens down to 2. Spike ticking away. Has to face off against the whole team of Doki Doki.
Last player standing.
Yeah, Doki Doki, I mean, so far they've been pretty successful on the B push, but
Lucky Apple.
Yeah, able to get those 2 down before she goes down does hurt some of the economy for Doki Doki. But again, the push onto B has been working so well for the team. You know, why give it up at the point?
Right, so we have so far Doki Doki sitting at 4-0. Ultimates are online for them. A couple big ones. We have Lockdown, we have Empress, and the Blade Storm. So they can use this to whatever site that they're choosing to open things up and play a bit of an aggressive play.
Looks like Doki Doki just having a slow push onto A. The smoke does go out. And with that, is able to take Kane down. And they are hard pushing, most likely able to get that spike planted.
Yeah, Lockdown in play now for Doki Doki, pushing the rest of Iron Maidens out onto its borders. And they will get that spike down. On the clock are Iron Maidens as they try to push their way onto site, but they're dealing with a lot of utility as well as the gunfire that is Doki Doki right now. Killer Fembot trying to see if she can grab herself an UBK kill. Not able to connect. Rest of her team trying to push their way through all of this utility, the orbs and the walls. But that spike, again, pressure is on for them and they still haven't made their way onto site. That spike, not enough time anymore. They're just gonna have to fall back again, deal with that Killjoy utility, and this is again another round for Doki Doki.
Yeah, we've seen this time and time again from Iron Maidens when they are going for a retake. Even if they do get the kills, their timing sometimes is a little bit slower on that retake that we saw in even last match. I believe it was match point. So I think as aggressive as a defensive team they are, the retakes are a little bit slower. And I like to see them speed that up just so that they can, even if there's no time, get some exit kills. At least get some of that econ damage onto the attacking team.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
Yeah, and Iron Maidens, they're sitting in a split buy here. Lucky Apple not even able to afford any armor or a rifle, having to force buy her utility.
Just a classic.
But she's gonna plant herself, she's gonna plant herself mid, and with that Lear already opening up A site, Amba Parappa already sitting up top, grabs herself one, but it's Kate Kane finds two before finally being taken out. It's 3v3, still very doable, but that spike now going down, and lockdown in play from the hands of Lucky Apple. Smelly gets brought back to life, and they're gonna have to fall back for now as that lockdown forces them out, but still gonna be a bit tough here for Iron Maidens. They're gonna want to try and get that spike defused. They're gonna tap it. Now, dealing with everybody else. Lucky Apple, she's just sticking it. She'll get it.
Okay.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my.
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. The attacking team had it. Again, Lucky Apple, full committing to defusing the spike. And I loved how actually earlier how K-Kane was able to plant down and get 2 kills. That is the best case scenario when you're on site and it's either do or die. Getting 2 down with your death is a great trade. So she definitely opened up that round for her team.
Absolutely. Start things off. It looks like he is the play here, but Cat sends her seekers out, very much aware now that there are a lot of bodies on the borders of B. Rest of her team already rotating over, but UBK, she's gonna be watching for that flank. Smelly opens things up with that operator, finds herself on Amba Parappa, grabs herself another as well, with Lucky getting that trade. Orbital strike in play, forces everybody outside of the yellow. Spike not being able to be planted just yet. Killer Fembot grabs herself one, but
Spike down.
bodies so far in favor of Doki Doki, but Lucky Apple gets that huge kill on the plant.
Yeah, the spike is down. It has not been planted, so the attacking team is in a position where they have to pick that up and plant it, whereas Lucky Apple just needs to separate the attacking team and get them one by
From
one.
the shadows, use taking that spike onto the other side there. That is good use of that ultimate right now, and Lucky Apple, she's gonna have to be cautious as she tries to sneak her way onto a site.
Yeah, and time is not on her side. She has that pressure to get the defuse. Unfortunately, it does go down by the Blade Storm, and has another round for the Doki Doki team, making it a 1v6.
Yeah, I mean that's a buy, full buy still on the side of Doki Doki, and again, very scattered by in for the Iron Maidens here. They do still have Hunter's Fury and the Blade Storm available for Rushy. So I think she's just gonna... Yeah, they're all just gonna light by themselves here. And
Yeah, and Reshi, you know, she only has an SMG, but she has her Blade Storm out, so that could definitely contribute to some kills here. And it looks like, again, Doki Doki going for that B push. Oh,
Smelly
Smelly.
opening things up, finds that operator kill. Rest of her team once again making their way onto site. Killjoy utility trying to slow that spike plant down a little bit, but they'll wait it out and they will get that spike down. Even on the flank, Onicle, she finds herself one. It's 3v5. Gonna be a little hard here. Lucky Apple with that buggy tries to get that headshot. Not enough. Kate Kane, though, makes her way onto site. Just getting sprayed down. They're trying to see if they can get something with those rifles. She'll get herself one, but 11 HP against 4. It's gonna be hard. And there we go. 7-1 now for the attackers.
Yeah, you know, not unexpected given that Iron Maidens were on a half buy and Doki Doki, they had a full buy. So it's not unexpected, but we'll see how this next round goes. They are able to full buy. Smelly's still on the op, so they have to be aware of that and where she'll potentially be holding the angles. You know, she seems to have chosen the right side and going on to A, and the attacking team is also pushing on to that site.
Yeah, I like that Lucky Apple has rotated herself around quite a bit. Her turret will get removed immediately by that operator. Lear comes out from Amba. She's so aggressive, pushes her way through. Sits on that utility, but doesn't matter. She'll just reset. Lucky Apple, though, on the backside, takes down her doppelganger with that spike. Very much aware. Rest of Iron Maiden's already rotating over. Oh, but she drops the lockdown in front of Amba Parappa. Gets punished for it, will get taken out. But Kate Kane, again, double kill for her. And Doki Doki down to 2. Make that one. Amba Parappa, not enough. Iron Maidens claim around.
Yeah, you know, they were stacking a little bit heavier on A for Iron Maidens, and that definitely helped them prevent some of that push happening on Doki Doki's side. And, you know, let's take a look at the econ here. Iron Maidens, for the most part, a full buy, except for Killer Fembot. May have to... Oh no, she's able to do the rifles too. So both teams, rifles, no ops this round.
Yeah, and right now, mid seems to be the contested play. That smoke coming out from Killer Fembot, but the rest of Doki Doki barreling their way through onto kitchen right now. You just hear all the footsteps and the pings coming out. As looks like they are going to try to make their way onto B from the backside. Amba Parappa clearing out sights, but it's Cat who finds Smelly. Kate Kane grabs one for herself too, and they now have spike control. Make that a double for her. Kate Kane. Ubi K grabs one for herself too. Reshi spamming through the green box. Finds Onicle. And Ubi K on her lonesome here. She does have res, but her team's body's kind of scattered in very precarious spots.
Yeah, she's able to hear those footsteps going away. So her just taking the time and seeing where they'll be. This is a perfect opportunity to just hit the side onto B. And that's what it looks like she's going for.
Yeah, she's gonna get the spike plant, claim this site, bring a teammate back to life. That is her patient play. I mean, I love that Iron Maidens are running around together. That's what they should be doing. You don't want to create those 1v1 situations now. Spike ticking away.
Turret out.
Oh,
yeah.
With that turret.
See if anybody will peek out. They need to get those picks and defuse the bomb.
Ubi K gets pushed, will punish Reshi for it. That's a triple K for her. Onicle closes things out. What looked like such a dire situation for Doki Doki manages to swing it right back and claim that round for themselves.
Yeah, Uike, what a great use of utility and smart play to keep quiet onto B, bait that rotation. As soon as she hears those footsteps going away, she attacks B and reses with a wall to block off one side. It was such a good play. I also liked how they switched up the push and they went through kitchen, which probably caught off the defending team off guard.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a Sage to just wall it off. But Doki Doki stampeding their way again onto a side. A is the choice here, but Lucky Apple with her utility will slow that down. Lockdown in play. Kate Kane pops her Hunter's Fury, trying to see if she can hunt for that lockdown, but will get taken down instead. Lockdown still ticking away, forcing the rest of Iron Maidens to fall back. Killer Fembot will get taken down. Lucky Apple as well on the border, but she will survive for now and get her rifle back. Oh, Reshi though. Sheriff in hand. They are going to have to deal with 4 against 2. Best bet at this point is maybe pick up a rifle and call it a day. But no, Reshi wants a kill. Pops her Blade Storm on the hunt here. Finds one, does not connect, will fall down. UBK finishes at the round. That's 9 points for Doki Doki.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, and you could see here the Doki Doki's lockdown was so effective in creating some space onto side A. On the other hand, Iron Maiden's Hunters of Fury was a good idea to slow down the push, but unfortunately was a little bit too out in the open and does get picked off. And last round here, looks like the attacking team is looking to push B again.
Yeah, with UBK on the flank, but Reshi gets that opening trade. It's 4v4. Rest of her team already making their way over. Orbital Strike, trying to slow things down. Not able to connect. But Cat will take down Aralia and that Spike. Very much aware. A lot of bodies sitting over and yellow. She'll push through. And Smelly gets taken down.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for the Iron Maidens. You know, they have the numbers at their advantage, 4v2, so they're confident in pushing in, looking for OBK and Onicle.
UBK.
No.
Standing.
Take them down, but Onicle, she has Spike. She's already made her way all the way to A. She pinged her spot, but we're looking at rest of the team. Or she's gonna try and maybe use From the Shadow.
She's thinking about it. She does have her ult available, but B side doesn't look too good because there's 2 of the Iron Maidens right there, and maybe she.
I know they'll just spot her. We'll take one, but get traded. Kate Kane closes that out, claims 3 points for Iron Maidens.
Switching sides.
Yeah, and of course it's easy for us to look at the minimap and be like, all right, no, A side is good, go there. But, you know, there was this limited information, and TPing back to B was a reasonable plan, but unfortunately didn't work out. So, you know, we'll see how they do with the side switch here. Now you have Doki Doki on the defending side and Iron Maiden's attacking. You got some pistol rounds. Yeah. Doki Doki will be buying a set of ghosts.
And looks like Doki Doki. I like how they've kind of put the Killjoy utility in kitchen, and they will have UBK sitting outside of A, and she will pop her wall. That should slow down the attempted push that Iron Maidens have here. Already hearing the bodies as they make their way through. And this is going to be utilities dropping from both sides and a gun battle going out. Emma Parappa gets the first kill.
Yeah, there were just so many things to go through.
UBK with a triple locks it down. Quick round, Doki Doki.
Yeah, I mean, when you have so many things slowing you down on the attacking side, you got the sage wall and all these smokes, you know, and a slow push at that, you have to realize that the defending team is probably already all on site on A. So, you know, you can choose to push through all that and just brute force it, or you can, you know, rotate for beta rotation. That may have been a better strategy there, but we'll see if they switch it up here.
They are opting to sneak their way through middle, but that's again Killjoy utility that they're gonna have to run into both in kitchen and in middle. But they're gonna try and take a play out of ooh, and there it is. Alarm bot giving them out. Molly's slowing things down, but straight from the playbook of Doki Doki. That's a 5 push through B halls or through kitchen. But Aralia finds herself one before finally being removed. Still a 4v4. It's a kitchen bloodbath. That's a double kill from Onicle. UBK grabs herself one, and Lucky on her lonesome now will fall. 11 points for Doki Doki.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much surprise there. Iron Maidens had classics going into against SMGs, so you know the best they could do is get some picks for this round. But you know, we'll see how they do with full buys, rifles. Doki Doki still sticking on with the SMGs.
Placing swarm grenade.
So this is their opportunity for the Iron Maidens to get that momentum swinging onto their side.
Yeah, it looks like Iron Maidens again with rifles in hand this time. Trying to figure out how they want to play this. They're kind of doing the same thing that we've seen in the prior map. All 5 grouped up together. And with that information being heard by Doki Doki, they're already rotating, spreading themselves out with the way they move. I think there was a little bit of hesitation, probably considering it's a fake, but no, all 5 of Iron Maidens on site. That spike is going down. Amba Parappa trying to stall it, but it's Kate Kane with the triple. Locking things down so far for her team. Smelly will grab one, but it's 2v4. Kate Kane, is she going to find herself another ace here? They're pinging it for her. She's going to get it. Kate Kane. Ace for her again. Let's go.
That was, yeah, she punished the aggressive plays from defending team as they're peeking out. Yeah, Kate Kane again, clutching it out for her team. Now her team is a little bit closer to hopefully closing the gap for V2. And it looks like maybe they'll be hitting a B site.
Yeah, we've seen Iron Maidens really pop off after a side switch, and that's definitely something that they're gonna try again here. But Aralia grabs herself one, make that 2 for herself, even taking out Kate Kane. That's really huge. Rest of her team making their way over. She's sitting on a triple. Lucky Apple finds herself one, but she is pretty much surrounded here. That spike will get picked up. Lucky Apple grabs herself too, but it's Smelly on the flank. Shuts things down. Calls it a night, and match point.
Yeah.
Doki Doki.
Arali is just taking advantage of that location, just going left and right, getting the kills, making it 1v1, and preventing the momentum from the attacking team. And then you have Smelly just coming from the flank, getting the rest of the kills.
Alarm bot out.
And now it is match point for Doki Doki. And they will have a pretty standard defense lineup. Both teams full buys as well.
Yeah, but look at this aggressive play from Smelly. They hear her making her way up onto this nest. They'll try to spray her down and punish that aggressiveness. Little bit of chip damage. Rest of the team already making their way over because it looks like the possible final battleground is going to be a site. But Doki Doki sitting with 3 versus 4 lockdown as well in play. Iron Maidens, they want to keep things going.
Spike planted.
Iron Maidens definitely has the number on their sides, and they do get the spike down. Now can Doki Doki, can they clutch out this round?
Yeah,
Amber
Parappa. She'll find herself one, make that 2 maybe. No, she sprays, not able to connect, has to fall back. It's all up to her. Sitting on all of that utility. She'll dismiss herself away with her triple. But they're gonna play Spike. She has to stick this. There is no way. She doesn't even know where it is.
Oh, she may get it.
She can.
No, lucky apple,
but she
lucky
cannot
apple.
stop. They have to stall. She gets it. 4K and a death, but that is a round going to the Iron Maidens.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's hard to know where the spike is. The sound cues are just not... it doesn't tell you if it's up or down sometimes, so... Unfortunately, some time was wasted there looking for it, but absolutely great plays on both sides. Again, Iron Maidens has a pretty big hill to climb to close that gap here. Doki Doki just needing one more win to close out this game.
Yep. Looks like Iron Maidens, they're doing a 4-1 split on each side, trying to make a bit of noise here, which kind of works out. They forced a rotation from Doki Doki that's 3.5 bodies sitting there. Kate Kane making her presence known onto A, keeping the rest of Doki Doki on site while Seekers are coming out to try to clear out B site, but Amber Parappa finds the opening pick onto Reshi. Orbital Strike gets dodged. She'll use her Leer, but that alarm bot has to push her back. Rest of her team trying to make their way over. They are sitting on so much ultimates. Amber Parappa uses that Empress, tries to clear that spike. She will tap it. They want to end this game right here, right now. She's just sticking it.
Oh, there you go.
Defenders win.
That was an absolutely great play. Amber Parappa able to defuse, but her other 2 teammates covering for her, and they clutched out that round, winning Icebox.
Absolutely. Very, very crazy end game chaos right there. Hey, chaos. But that is it for our learning division matches for the day. We will be taking a quick break as we, well, a semi-quick break as we swap around our teams. We still have some more matches for you. We have the owning division semifinals coming up shortly. That is a best of 3. So stick around, chill out. Exclamation point Elgato in chat. Show some love to the awesome people over at Elgato. They are here powering up this event. Otherwise, we will be back shortly.